Happy Friday. Welcome back to the 6 a.m. Club. As every Friday, we welcome all our listeners from the Leading Yourself podcast that are joining the 6 a.m. Club, the place where we start our day inspired. If you're liking the short inspirational episodes, check the show notes of this podcast episode. I'll include a link so you can subscribe to the 6 a.m. Club and get this type of inspiration every morning at 6 a.m. Eastern Time on your phone. So let's dive into today's quote of the day. And this is one that I truly love. And I know I say this all the time, but this one is really, really good. I think you're really going to like it. And it says, a positive attitude gives you power over your circumstances instead of your circumstances having power over you. I love this quote because I always have believed, not always, but I believe now that there are two things that we have control over. There are many things in our lives that we can control. There are a lot of external circumstances that show up in our lives that we have no control over. But we can always control our attitude and our perspective. And I think that when we face a challenging situation with the right attitude, with a positive attitude, we are so much more empowered to push through that circumstance and make out of that challenge and that difficult situation a great outcome. And I think also perspective helps in here, right? When we are facing a difficult situation, when we're in the middle of hard times, we get to choose our perspective. We can focus on how hard it is, how difficult it is, how challenging it is, or we can focus on what might this situation might be teaching me. What might be the opportunities that are laying underneath this stressful situation or this tough situation? And I think when we are in the midst of those difficult situations, if we are intentional about choosing our perspective and choosing our attitude, a positive attitude, we are going to have so much more power over the situation, and we're going to come out of that situation probably faster and feeling empowered and probably creating a better place, a better spot for ourselves than when we were before the situation arose. So let me repeat one more time our quote for today, which says, a positive attitude gives you power over your circumstances instead of your circumstances having power over you. So here's my invitation for you today, because I always like to close the short episodes with a call to action or an invitation. And my invitation for you today is this. Look for a situation that you're going through right now that maybe is having you stress, maybe it's a situation that is challenging or that you're worried about or that you're struggling with. And try to shift your perspective. Try to look to the positive sides on this situation. Try to look on what opportunities is this situation bringing into your life? What opportunities to learn? What can you learn from this situation? And then embody a positive attitude. And I promise that this works like magic. All of a sudden, you're going to feel so empowered where this circumstance, this situation in your life no longer is going to have control over you, but you're going to be in control of the situation, and you're going to be able to come through this situation, to push through this situation and get to the other side stronger. So with that, I hope you all have an amazing Friday. I wish you all a great weekend. I will see you again Monday for another episode of the Leading Yourself podcast. Have an amazing day.